Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. And thanks to Cyrus, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new LEGO Marvel set, a Spider-Man one that's going to be set number 76174, Spider-Man's Monster Truck vs Mysterio. Crazy name right there. This set has 439 pieces and retailed for a whopping $39.99 USD or $40. There are 4 figures here which are amazing and a so-so build. I love the Dr. Octopus pretty much straight from the Spider-Man PS4 game. This amazing new Mysterio minifigure. Well, I say new. And then these awesome updated Gwen minifigure. And then a pretty cool Spider-Man with arm printing. Great. Those drones are amazing. And then we get this. And this monster truck. It's not my favorite, I'll tell you that. So we're going to take a look at all these characters and the drones first. And then move on to the build of the set. And then my final verdict. Alright, the first character we're going to take a look at is Spider-Man himself. Pretty quick one. I love the brand new web pieces here with the clear web design. That's really cool. I hate the fact they still use white there. I think that they could have recast the cone pieces and the stud pieces in a clear color. That would have made this set 10 times better because it would have been so cool to get like solidly clear webs, but still it's a nice touch. Minifigure is great. I love the arm printing. The new face print, the torso print looks great. Just wish you could have had dual molded legs as well. It would have been like the best Spider-Man figure we could have ever gotten. Although it's really easy to make a custom one using the Spider-Man we got from, was it like 2 years ago, last year's sets. Pretty good figure. Love the accessory. Just a little disappointed with some of the color choices. Alright, Spider-Gwen is our next character here, and her accessories are another one of those really cool looking web pieces, this time using a couple different variants, and you do get a couple extras in the set, not used, the instructions don't tell you to use these guys right here. We got the handcuffs and a couple other really cool pieces, so those are there if you want to use them. It's just a traditional web pieces pack. Spider-Gwen also has her purple skateboard right there, really cool piece, but the actual minifigure is great. She uses the brand new hood piece introduced in Miles Morales. Very, very nice. Other than that, her printing remains unchanged from her last appearance. I really like the colored webs in the corner there. The black and the white makes a great design. No arm or leg printing, but some nice back of the torso printing. Love her face print too. A pretty great minifigure. Definitely really good to have another Spider-Gwen here, especially one with the updated hood piece. Probably, like, my favorite character in the set is going to be Mysterio here. And this is an interesting character. He is exclusive, but the only thing that's different about him versus the 4+ appearance is his headpiece, much like the Spider-Gwen minifigure, actually. These two both appeared in the last Mysterio, the Menace of Mysterio set. Just this time, his fishbowl head is blue instead of the color it was then. Underneath is just a plain gray one. I like the blue fishbowl. Looks pretty nice. It's also the junior-style cape with only one hole, very soft fabric. He's got 2 green power blasts. Finally, accurate color, perfect. And those just launch off like you would expect a normal Power Blast too. Pretty good, gold hands. Very nice muscle printing there, along with these squares holding his cape in place, which you can see printed there. And then on the back, he's got some more cape designs. Ooh, if I can lift it up, along with some more of that crisscross patterns. His legs are plain green, and he has, so cool, he's got this green power piece here that is from the Hidden Side theme recolored for green. I want it recolored for Death Eaters and Harry Potter. But this is so cool. Really nice flying effect there. I love that color choice. It's just such a really cool piece and really makes this Mysterio minifigure come together and be just amazing. Definitely a really good inclusion and something I'm incredibly happy about. Definitely makes this the best Mysterio we've ever gotten. Okay, here's the Dr. Octopus minifigure. We're going to take a look at the arms first and then take those away and look at just the minifigure because it's really hard to maneuver him with these arms. My only complaint is they're a tad bit oversized, but they've got some great posability. They're attached to one of the Outrider pieces, so the have all this forward and backward movement, and as you can see, he's very top heavy. Then there's a ball joint here, so you can have all that manipulation and posability. And then the claws on the end open and shut pretty easily. He can grab a ton of stuff, and these can pretty much be moved in any way you want. That's really cool. My only problem is they're so large, and this minifigure falls over a lot. You really need to use at least 1 or 2 of them to balance him, especially when he's standing on the ground. You have to have him with the arms and everything, balancing it out. And that does look a bit ridiculous, but honestly, I don't really care. I love the way those claws look, and they're just a really, really good design. There are 4 stickers on each of the gray pieces back there. Those are pretty easy to put on, though. All right, the Doc Ock minifigure by himself uses a great hairpiece. It's the Doctor Who's hairpiece recolored in brown, or was it Peter Venkman's from Dimensions? Brand new facial print there. Love the goggles. Pulling that off, you can see he does have an alternate expression on the back of his head, kind of a frowning one. He's got a very nice torso print on the back here, with little holes for the arms to kind of hook into. Some very nice metal printing. I love the dark green as well. Got some really nice torso printing on the front here too. I love the way this all comes together. A really great looking figure. Definitely glad to get my first Doc Ock here, and I think this is a really good version of him. I also wanted to mention accessory-wise, it comes with a brown or medium nougat sack, along with $200 bills, 3 diamonds, and 2 gold bars. Most of that just kind of gets put on the ground around him, kind of falling out of his loot bag, but I figured I'd mention it just as well. Also included in the set are 2 of the Edith drones. There are 2 identical models included in the set. There are 2 stickers on top of them, one on this very strange angular piece, one on the circle piece, 2 binoculars, 2 guns, and then 2 stud shooters. And if you don't know how those work, just kind of push on the side and it launches the studs. Each one does come with 2 extra studs, which I just attached on anyway so I wouldn't lose them. The green piece in the front's quite nice, kind of shows under Mysterio's green control. And then, honestly, it's a very accurate drone. I think it's the best we've ever gotten. Looks just like the ones from Spider-Man Far From Home, which is weird considering this is not an MCU set, just a comic book based set. But we got some MCU style drones in here. I'm not complaining though. I love the look of them, and they're very great to go with the Mysterio character. I really love those binoculars too. It just looks so cool. I think it's good we get 2 of them in the set, and they kind of add to the villain's playability. So definitely gets an A+ for me. All right, and now it's time to take a look at this monster truck. And right off the bat, it has really good suspension. You can wobble this around pretty easily, and that's made possible by some rubber things in the front here. There's 2 rubber pieces. You can't see them quite well, but the truck does roll, and that provides some very good suspension. So when you get the drones, the truck can just roll over them, and it glides over. You don't need to really move it too much. It goes on its own. And that's a really nice play feature. I appreciate that. Kids are going to love that. It's also a really cool feat of engineering. There are a ton of stickers on this set. We get 3 on this side, the Spider-Man logo, and then 2 web pieces, identical on the other side as well. We had a sticker up top and on the front here, and then a spider with a 1 to 3, #1 on the front and the back, and there's other stickers as well. So a lot of stickers. The underside of this truck is kind of ugly. It's very open face. You can see a lot of the black there. The wheels don't quite come up to the wheel wells, which are quite small. It looks oversized, and it looks like a very skinny bus, and there's like just giant wheels. I'm not a huge fan of the design. As for putting a minifigure inside, this whole monster truck has room for 1 character. The roof here pops off, and there's 1 seat in there. And there's like not even a way you could cram 2 minifigures in, but they'd be loose and it wouldn't look good. So you get 1 minifigure in this entire monster truck. I mean, I guess it is Spider-Man's monster truck, so it's only for him, but it's still like, all right, whatever. We got 2 side mirrors here, which must have gotten bent the wrong way by accident. No glass in them, per usual, lights in the front. I mean, for a car, it's well designed. I just don't think Spider-Man needs a monster truck. He's Spider-Man. There's a cool play feature. Pulling this lever right here lifts up the turret on the back, and this actually launches a net. Pushing that launches the net piece. We got this, and you can use this too if you have Mysterio. Toss a net onto Mysterio, on one of the Edith drones, whatever you want. The way that works is we got the launching mechanism up here, and you just kind of push the net in there. I like to wrap it up first sometimes, then just shove it in, but whichever works. And then once you get the net in, you have to go back here and make sure you hear that click, and then you can just push. We're going to do it this way so you can see. Push, and the net flies out. You do have to do it with a sizable amount of thrust, and it works way better when you fold the net up first and then push it in. That way it's not as tangled. And then I heard that click, and then you can go bam, and then it launches the net. You gotta be really careful because sometimes it does catch in the top here like it did. The first shot was the best one. Of course, it was off camera. I'm gonna try one more time to get a good shot for you, and then we'll move on to my final verdict. All right, there's our target, and ready, set, go. And that kind of failed, but yeah, let's pretend it got him. All right, so now it's time to move on to the final verdict. Real quick before the final verdict, I want to take a look at the box. The cover art is really cool. I love the flying Mysterio aspect. Looks like he's being chased by the drone there. Not sure why exactly. There's only 1 drone pictured on the front of the box, even though there are 2 included in the set. We got Doc Ock and then Spider-Man and Gwen fighting them. Pretty cool looking. On the back here, we have a very nice Doc Ock all tied up and dangling. It's a neat little thing you can do. Mysterio's captured. 2 drones on the ground now, and then Gwen and Spider-Man celebrating on the back. Pretty interesting. Not too much else to say for this box. It's a pretty simple one. And here's the instruction manual. It's got the same picture on the front, Wind Pirate on the back. We have parts pieces in the back, and then an advertisement for the other Spider-Man and Marvel sets. I have all of these now except for the Spider-Man lair. Might get that, might not. Haven't decided yet. Pretty basic instruction manual. Alright, so overall, I'd have to rate this set, honestly, kind of low. I think I'm going to have to go with like a 6 out of 10. The Mysterio minifigure is amazing. I absolutely love the new fishbowl head, the green power blasts, the power, like, whatever you want to call it, stand he's standing on from Hidden Side. So good. A brand new exclusive Dr. Octopus looks fantastic. Actually, my first Doc Ock minifigure, so I love that. The updated Spider-Gwen right there, so good. I love the new hood piece. Spider-Man with the arm printing is great. Just wish he could have had the dual molded legs. The Edith drones are amazing. I love that web feature. But the monster truck is just too much. I think this could have been a better set if they changed the monster truck to like Doc Ock's truck, and it could have been Spider-Man versus Doc Ock's monster truck or something, and I would have loved it because it makes sense for someone like Doc Ock. I mean, it doesn't make too much sense, but it makes more sense for like Doc Ock or his henchman or Mysterio to have a monster truck than Spider-Man. And I don't think we need Spider-Man minifigures. We need Spider-Man characters and Spider-Man villains. The Edith drones are amazing. This is such a good design, straight from Far From Home. Characters, amazing. I just keep coming back to that monster truck, and I'm like, I don't even want to display this. And we got a very similar build in the Venomosaurus Rex model. So honestly, it's not even that unique or anything. That's really all I got to say about this set, though. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Thank you. A huge shout out to Cyrus for recommending this video and asking me to do it. I hope I got this out quick enough for you. And make sure to recommend any other videos you want to see in the comments down below. As you can see with this one, I'll do my best to get them out ASAP. And that's everything I have for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll see you all in the very next one, and wish you all to have a fantastic and safe rest of your day.